Yo, what's going on, Geek Corner? This is your boy Earth Mac, the mad scientist.
And Vivo.
This is the Orange Phoenix Show, Nerd Talk Live, on a special start time of 8:30. Vivo, how are you today? See you drinking that muscle milk, which is great protein, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
We should wear chocolate. This vanilla is vanillaing too much. It's strong.
Vanilla is not that bad though. But I do like cookies. Do they have a cookies and cream?
I feel like they do.
Okay.
Actually, need to switch. I'm probably gonna switch back to like protein powder as opposed to like these types of shakes.
Mm-hmm.
The
like
Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard never led me astray, so I might go back to them.
Okay. Wait a minute. What was the name of the protein again?
Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's like that protein everybody used to use or still uses. They also they have this hydro whey, which is like it's like further distilled or synthesized, so it's like it's a much finer texture and it mixes a lot easier, but the only catch is that they're going to charge you even more for it. So I think like a pound or 2 pounds is like $70 or something like that. It's something crazy. So, but at this point, I might pay that. I don't care.
Look, one thing's for sure though is that it pays to be healthy. I'm gonna just say that right now. Like if you go into the gym, getting your proteins, getting the food, that is super expensive, and that's crazy when you think about that. Much more cheaper to eat dirty.
I went to a new gym today and they were kind of awesome. I was so excited.
Oh, is it a chain gym or is it like a?
Oh, it's privately owned, powerlifting and strongman focused. So when I walked in, I was like, this is like a playground. This is great. Had all these every type of specialized equipment you could possibly want. The name is Iron Legacy Barbell in Garden City, Idaho. Check them
Garden
out.
City, Idaho, man. So okay. So you doing like this nationwide tour of gyms?
Yeah, I turn it into I like doing gym tours. I went to one in Murray, Utah, which is like right outside of Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
I think it was called Iron Ground. Iron Ground. Yeah. They too are a powerlifting oriented gym. Whenever I travel, I try to find like a powerlifting gym, but sometimes I get stuck going like the Crunch or mostly Crunch because I refuse to go to like Snap or what is that other one? It's like 24-hour fitness or something. It's like one of those other chains.
Yeah, I don't think Planet Fitness does 24 hours though, but well, man, you're
Yeah,
making me think about it.
Yeah, I don't go to Planet Fitness. If I can find a Crunch gym, then I'm usually good. But sometimes they're like you go to these cities and you would think that they would have like specialty gyms or CrossFit gyms or something like that,
Yeah.
and they absolutely don't. It's like your garden variety commercial, super commercial type gym that like the benches are super low to the ground and they just have the two J hooks, so you really hate those benches. It's like I need a hook that's right in between these two because the one on the top is too tall for me and the one on the bottom is too low for me. So, but I digress.
Oh man, okay. I just thought about something. Me, Alvin, and Boogie had a nickname for you, and me and Boogie meant to tell you that last time we was on the show together, but he was like, "Yo, that is really perfect. Like this, if you really think about the dynamic of it, then yes, we call you China.
Why?
Call you China. That, like, obviously you're familiar
Y or with an I?
with the Y.
Okay.
China with the Y, because you think about it. Okay, so China was the only China was the muscle. So if anything got out of line, the China handled that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like anytime outside interference, she handled that, right? Obviously, the dudes got in their own debauchery and she's just sitting there stone faced inside, like she don't even say nothing. She was like, and she might play cards or whatever, and she's like get involved somehow, but you know she's there, but you don't want to mess with her like that because you don't know you might get lifted above their shoulders. You don't know. You just don't know what's going to happen. I'm like, yeah, you know what? That is Vivo. Vivo is China. Vivo is our muscle. Like, you just thought about that.
It's the time for me to flex now. Flex.
Yes, yeah, exactly. With the solo leveling character on your biceps. Yeah, I caught that. Man.
That's my favorite tattoo. Love it.
Yo, speaking of working out, I ordered something from TikTok and it is great. It works.
What is it?
So good. It's kind of hard to describe it. So it's basically oval shape, but it's bended. So you can like bend like this.
Was it like resistance type?
It is, but it's not like a band. It's like it's metal and it's got like springs in it, but you can set it where it can go up to like 110 or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
And then you can hold it out like this and actually do bicep curls, like and like so it's basically your chest, shoulders, back, and like different forms of your chest and your forearms too, depending on how you're working out. So like from this on down, that what it works out. I was like, whoa. So all I need is those dumbbells. So TikTok has these dumbbells where you can like adjust the setting to the weight. And if I get that and incline, I'm straight. So
those are the type of dumbbells where like they come in like that holder and then you adjust it and you take it out and it's whatever weight. Those are really cool. I've always wondered how those have worked, like how they work.
Yeah, I think you can get one for like 40 something bucks, and if you get a set, like two of them, then it's like maybe 100 and something bucks, which I mean it's dumbbells and it's adjustable. So
oh shoot, the ones I was thinking of were like 400.
Oh no. Yeah, so they're like, that's the thing about TikTok Shop though. TikTok Shop, you can get stuff for way cheaper. Like I've ordered so many things from TikTok Shop, it's crazy. Like the it's like the squeezer set where you can actually like use like work on your forearms and your grip and stuff like that. So it gave you two of them and you can adjust the resistance on it. And it gives you like a brochure on like different exercises you could do. And also it gave you these resistant bands for your fingers. So like you put them on each finger and you can like spread them out.
Like that. Yeah.
So
I tried that. I'm like, I have no hand strength. Like what has happened?
Yeah. Make you second guess yourself.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, TikTok Shop is addictive. It's just like Amazon, but cheaper. I will say that. Way cheaper. But
I have to go. I bought like maybe 3 things off a TikTok Shop before, and that was because I kept seeing targeted ads, and I was like, fine, I'll buy it.
Yep.
But I haven't actually explored. I'm kind of afraid to because I'll be like, click.
Yeah. I've done that. I've done that plenty of times already. I feel like that's just how I'm going to get my Christmas shopping done. See?
Dude, people about to get stuff off of Temu for me.
Okay, so all right, so Temu is that legit? Because I see so many like memes about Temu. It's like, yo, you just got this from Wish or Temu, like that kind of thing. So is it legit?
I would say for clothes, yes, but I'm not sure on like the electronics and all. I mean, Temu has like everything, but I think with clothes, for the most part, yes. You just have to be careful, like reading the descriptions of stuff and the reviews. Because I know I think I've ordered like 1 or 2 things off of Temu, but I have friends that like routinely get stuff off of like clothing and apparel off of Temu, and they've really liked most of what they've gotten. It's kind of like with Fashion Nova.
Oh,
like, it may look one way in the picture, and then it gets to your house, and you're like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, that's true. And so shout out to the listeners, the viewers, the followers, because we are now at 350 subscribers on this channel. So shout out to you guys, and you ought to know what to do if you're a first-time visitor, if you're a returning subscriber. Go ahead and hit that like button. I'm gonna say that throughout the show. Hit that like button, because the more likes we get, the more traffic we get. So we got a view account, so we can see who's viewing this. So go ahead and check it out. Hit that like button on this video. That way it can spread out to the masses. So see what we got. And so we got a jam-packed show for you guys today, man. We got a good bit of news, and the news that we don't cover or we less likely to cover is on the ticker at the bottom. So go ahead and get that information right there. We got some Megan Thee Stallion. Obviously, it's no secret that she's an anime fan, and she doesn't hide it. She have used lyrics for Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So if you really pay attention to Naruto, exactly. So we're gonna be talking about that. We're definitely gonna be talking about Blue Lock Season 2 because man, it is under some serious scrutiny, especially in the anime community. And then iconic anime duos is our last topic we're going to discuss. But before that, we're going to definitely talk about how much these manga creators are making and who are the richest ones. So, and how much they are making. So today we're going to talk about Megan Thee Stallion collab. So how do you feel about this? Well, I wouldn't say collab. Well, I would say her interest in writing anime. Yeah. How do you feel about that? Oh, yo. Why you just why you looking like that?
Honestly, like I don't I guess I would say I don't feel any type of a way about it. I would say it would hope that if she's as big of an anime as she says she is, which I believe she is.
Yeah, of course.
I hope that whatever she does bring to fruition is well done and doesn't go the route of cannon busters.
Ooh, man, you had to throw the cannon buster shot.
No, I'm not throwing a shot. It's like Cannon Busters was like that first I won't say first opportunity, but it was a really good opportunity for an anime done by black owned or black mangaka to really do something, and it tried to do too much at one time.
Right.
And it really because there was so much going on in it, and it just didn't hit like people thought it was going to hit.
Yeah.
And I just hope that whatever she puts together definitely hits the way it's supposed to hit.
I think it will hit, man. So the thing is, it says chart-topping rapper Megan Thee Stallion is well known for hit songs like Savage and Hot Girl Summer, obviously. Now, she has announced plans to explore a new artistic medium, which is anime. Now, Megan has recently announced her plans to create an anime series of her own, telling radio broadcaster station head, "I'm still working on it, but I got caught up on my music. The anime is definitely on the way." The announcement posted on X by Pop Base and is exciting news for both music and anime communities. So
I want to know, what studio is she using? Like, what is the premise? Is it sci-fi? Is it fantasy? Is it horror? Like, what? I want to know. I want to know these things.
Man, Vivo, I feel like her inspiration is gonna be the anime that she's been watching, like Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, JoJo. I feel like
Black Clover is her favorite one, so
which is crazy, right? That's wow. I figured JoJo would be, considering how she wears JoJo gear all the time.
Black Clover is awesome. I have Asta and Marileona on my. I don't know if you can see it. I'm turning it on.
Oh, Marileona.
And Asta. That was my very first anime tattoo.
Marileona, man, listen, she's waifu, man. She's waifu. She
is absolutely my favorite heroine ever in any type of anime ever created. Love her.
I got to get the video clip, and just give me a week. Give me a week. I'm gonna get that video clip when the head of the Black Bulls. What's his name again?
Nami.
Yeah. So when he just finished using the bathroom, and then he was like, "Yo, who's knocking at the door?" And then he sees her. He turns around like, "Hey!" I was like,
Oh my gosh, she stresses him out so much. It's so funny.
Man, I'm gonna get that video clip. I'm gonna get that
Like
video clip.
Black Clover is it really is a good anime. You just have to get past the first portion where Asta doesn't know that he has an inside voice.
Yeah, yeah. That's the biggest thing. That is it. Like as far as the story is concerned, because I have watched the story now. I haven't like finished it through and through. Like I've watched the movie, which is really good, by the way.
Sword of the Wizard King.
Yes,
I
yes.
still have to finish that. It's top of my watch list. I want to try to watch it this weekend because I've been trying to. I've downloaded it and everything.
Mm-hmm. And it's really, I think it's on Netflix. I thought
It is.
it is. Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
I think it was on Netflix, but it was. That's the only thing though. Is like Asta's, lack of inside voice. I was like, it's like Naruto.
Everything he shouts, everything. It's like Asta.
I'm like,
You
son
don't
of
have
a gun.
and it wasn't like and it's like it wasn't that he was like regular talking. It was like he was proclaiming everything.
Yes, yes, yes. I was like, come on, man. That is utterly ridiculous.
Like
But
because like I went from fairy tale to Black Clover. And so like I
okay.
used to really, really, really like fairy tale. But then I started watching Black Clover because I was still looking for that type, that genre or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, dang, he's so loud all the time. But then as soon as I got past that and was like really getting invested in the story, I was like, oh, this is great.
See,
Especially Noelle's like when she got her like she came and showed her family what she was about. That was my absolute favorite part. One of my absolute favorite parts.
so you went from power of friendship to
Yep.
some more magical goodness. I understand. I understand. I fully understand. I feel like Megan can pull this off considering the follower base that she has. So the thing is with Cannon Busters is that us in the black community, we knew it was low tier, but we didn't openly express how low tier it was because of who created it. Because we didn't want to, as a space, we don't want to be toxic and ruin an opportunity for anybody else that is of color that want to create something. So it's like the music was on fire, and you're absolutely correct. Like with Cannon Busters, it was all over the place and it wasn't like a laser focus, but I feel like all those elements that the creator was trying to incorporate in it, he could have spread that out in multiple seasons.
It was so weird too because it was like trying to be a space western. It
Right.
was like trying to be Cowboy Bebop slash Outlaw Star slash Tenchi Muyo. I was just like, what is happening?
Dang, man. It's downstairs. It's downstairs. But I have a book to show you.
Oh, okay.
Now the question is, are you a fan of Trigun?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay.
old or new? Old or new?
Oh, older.
Oh yeah, the original. I have refused to watch the newer one.
It's actually good. It's actually good. Animation aside, it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
I haven't finished it. It is different, but I want to say it's from Trigun Maximum
Okay.
because I do have like 3 books of Trigun Maximum, but there is something I want to show you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna text. Hold on, just 1 second. I'm gonna text my lovely assistant here so she can bring that upstairs to me. Let's see. Get there. All right. Let's see.
I feel like I shouldn't be drinking this monster, and it is.
You should. You don't look at me for discouragement. I'm not. If it's like anything alcohol related, I'm Kermit the Frog.
How much caffeine is even in this?
I mean, hold on. What time you got to go to work tomorrow? Well, what time you got to go to the gym tomorrow?
No, I have to fly tomorrow.
Okay.
My flight leaves at like 6 a.m. I'm so sad too because my body has officially adjusted to mountain/Pacific time. So coming back to Eastern, I'm gonna be drained.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be done. You're gonna be done. You're going to sauteed and flambéed, man. But I think Megan has a better shot. Megan has a better shot in creating this, and I think what would be a good studio? Studio Trigger, maybe
What did they do?
like Killer Kill,
Oh.
Gurren Lagann.
Mhm.
I feel like, or um, the studio that did all the JoJo Bizarre Adventure joints. But well, we got to see what kind of anime she wants to create. But I feel like her inspirations would be, the the anime that she has mentioned. But I do see success though. I do see success there. I don't think it's gonna like take a nosedive like people would think though. But
Well, I mean, I don't think that. Oh, the studio that did JoJo's is David Production Inc.
okay.
or Kabushiki Gaisha Davivi do Urodakuchan.
Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. But we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell, man. And next thing we're gonna talk about is Blue Lock season 2. Obviously, Blue Lock season 1 is straight up fire, like chef's kiss type of animation. Loaded.
However, however, with this season 2, they're kind of riding that struggle bus. They're on the struggle bus in terms of the animation, for sure.
Yeah.
It kind of is like that same problem that, like, remember when Nanatsu no Taizai or Seven Deadly Sins initially came out, and everybody was like, "This is amazing," and then they came out with like, I don't know if was it the second season where they like switched studios halfway through, or was it and so they switched studios, and people were like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, Melly
The still shot.
I was like, "Yo, what is this?" Click. That's what
It was like
Click.
the Wish version of animation, like, and so Blue Lock seems to be experiencing the same thing.
I thought I was buffering. That's the way I thought it was when I first saw that. Like when I first saw that animation change, I'm like, "Is this buffering? Like my internet correct?"
Like, did it freeze?
Completely turned me off for Seven Deadly Sins. By the way, like completely turned me off. I was like, I didn't even bother to finish it. I was like, I'm done with it because that first season was heat. Like with Gil Thunder, like I think it's always a certain moment, like in an anime, that kind of like keeps you vested into watching it. And I think that scene with Meliodas and Gil Thunder,
spear.
Yeah, with the spear, and he kind of like went.
Yep.
I was like, oh, that's that heat right there. I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish it because they got to go face to face. And then they went. So
I think with the newer ones, they incorporate a lot more. Well, it's like they incorporate CGI, but there's now a spin-off called Four Nights of the Apocalypse.
Yes.
And I'm all caught up. I think there's like 20. It's like 17 or 20 episodes out. And I mean, the animation seems fine so far, but I don't think that they've had any like super like the fights like between Meliodas and Bon, or Meliodas and any of the other main antagonists. Mm-hmm. What was his name? It wasn't Lancelot. Who was it?
Wait.
He was the bad guy. He was the main bad guy.
Don't ask me, because that's when I was like, once I saw Escanor.
He's a good guy now. What is his name? Now I have to look it up. So the fight that he had with him was, even though the animation, like, I think that they pulled out extra stuff in their budget to like upgrade the animation during that particular fight, but I mean the newer one seems good. But regardless, I mean, Blue Lock, the first season, has basically set the standard, and so for them to come out with, I know they switched studios, and for them to come out with the quality that they've come, but one of the animators actually posted on his Instagram an explanation why the animation is the quality that it is, and he worked on, I believe, the second episode.
Yeah.
And then he was like, after that, he was like,
Yeah.
deuces.
Yeah.
And he attributed it partly to one, the working conditions, and then the timelines, which you would think that studios would understand that if you have a hit anime and you expect it to come out at a certain time, give yourself enough time so that your animators can meet the deadlines and do a quality job. And he was basically saying that, what was actually the final product was not representative of what he actually did, because they made multiple like cuts and edits, and in efforts to, like, I guess, to eliminate, well, industry is that they'll make cuts and different edits, to eliminate the possibility of errors in the final product. And but because they were on such a short time crunch, they cut and edited a ton. And so he was like, yeah, I'm not proud of this to be shared, like, at all, because the final product is not representative of what I initially worked on. So
Absolutely. So me, it's funny that you said that about like giving animators time, right? There was a conversation about 90s, 80s, 90s style animation. A great majority, I would say 98% of it. Now, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but 98% of the anime that we've been watching was hand drawn.
hand drawn.
And it was different. Like, you felt it. Like, that animation just told the story. Like, it, even though if there wasn't dialogue, the level of detail, the level of violence that was going on the series, like, kept you vested. So now we at a point in anime, and correct me if I'm wrong, we at a point where in some instances we oversaturated, like we overstimulated with the amount of anime that we consume, to the point that is quantity over quality. And we can't say how many trash anime we've seen on Crunchyroll that's like right up under the radar, or anime we never heard of before, or like isekai, like the isekai style anime, like, you died and got reincarnated in the XYZ. Like, how many of those are there?
So many.
A lot.
That's the thing nowadays. Listen,
Right.
I'm not complaining about that necessarily, as long as it's interesting.
I would say that there have been some diamonds. There have been some diamonds. Solo leveling, for one, reincarnated into a slime. That's the other. Fatal. I think Fatal Frame.
Oh, they're like a reverse isekai, though.
Yeah.
Like the dungeon comes to you.
Right. But it's top tier though. Now, Shangri-La Frontier. That is another one.
It's another one that I have to So right now I'm currently getting caught up on Overlord, and I'm so excited because there's like 4 seasons, and I'm finishing up season 2 right now, going into season 3, and Overlord has been chef's kiss.
Oh, the animation is gorgeous. Animation is beautiful. And I think it is a light novel. It started off as that, and so this is the same animation studio for Blue Lock, right? So, but that season 1 like had us by the throat. Like, it was had us in the chokehold because we couldn't wait for the next episode. The amount of action and detail, with these soccer matches, it was just like Haikyuu, but with soccer, right? And then we get season 2, which is not completed yet, where we get these PowerPoint slideshows sometimes of like, I hate that still shot animation. That kills me every single time. It gets me out of it.
Listen, at least they didn't include those PowerPoint slideshow transitions. Fade in, fade out.
Yeah, it was like shot, boom, and then like the lines, the show like action happen. I'm like, look, I get it.
Oh,
but
no, they didn't do that.
Yeah, they did it. They did that.
Oh my
they did
God.
that. I was like, like, look how they massacred my boy. That says how it looks.
You're
That's
watching
basically
it,
how I
you're
look
like,
at it.
I'm offended.
Yes, yes, I was offended. I was like, man, listen, I'm gonna just wait till this season ends so I can watch it. Now I've heard rumors, right? I've heard rumors that they're saving the budget for the last few episodes because that is a very big deal. That's like, so they want to put their best foot forward with that. And hey, Cristiano Omega says there is still hope for the actual U20 match next week when it comes out. That's what I'm talking about. The U20 match. That is what I'm looking forward to. So, man, Cristiano, I hope you are correct for the sake of our fandom, because I don't want my feelings hurt. I do not want my feelings hurt. Oh, now I got brought the book, right? You say you're a fan of Trigun, right? I got something on Amazon.
Ooh,
Yeah, see that?
so cool.
Yeah, man.
How much?
It was
I'm about to look.
like 30 something bucks or whatever. Like case, like, I mean, like, you see that? Like, all
Yes,
that.
okay.
Yes.
Trigun. That's the maximum deluxe edition?
Yes, maximum deluxe edition. Look, if you're a Trigun fan, you definitely need this.
What number?
It doesn't have a number. It got Dark Horse. It's from Dark Horse. You'll see the gun. You see the gun on the front.
Well, the thing is I'm seeing, like, they have 1, 2, 3. They have Wolfwood's gun, Wolfwood's cross gun on the number 1. They have Millie's Gatling gun on number 2.
This is the only one I got. I'm probably going to get the others, but this is definitely the first one that I got, and I'm pretty sure y'all want this one.
I found the one. I got it.
She hit the buy now already. She didn't even hit edit the cart, y'all. She hit buy now. I know she did. If she didn't, I'm trying to use Jedi mind trick.
Did not buy now. I added it to cart.
Man, all right. All right.
Hold up.
Go ahead and hit that. Go ahead and hit that.
Wait,
Come
I
on now.
use my points. Okay.
Come on now. You put it in the cart and not. Why?
11 a.m. tomorrow. Place order.
Okay.
Order placed.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You look.
Yeah! They squabbling out there now. Yeah!
Yeah, man. Look at God. That's all I'm gonna say. Look at him.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, check it. We got 4 viewers on here. Go ahead and hit that like button, y'all, because the more likes we get, the more exposure that we get, and we can put out better channel. I'm glad you guys feeling the aesthetic though, because I know you missed out Vivo last week on the new look, but hopefully, just like Cristiano said, I hope we get that fire animation like we seen in season 1, because don't do this to me, Blue Lock. Just don't do this to me. It's gonna hurt my feelings. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, man. We're gonna jump into some other news, and this is actually not kind of anime duos yet, but other nerd news. And this involves some money.
Oh yeah, I was like blanking for a second. Like, wait.
You blanked out. You know why you blanked out? Because you waiting on that Trigun to come in. That's what's going on. You lost your focus.
Could be the exorbitant amount of caffeine I've had today. So there's that too.
And you drinking that monster too. So
I hope my heart doesn't explode while we're on air. That would be terrible.
I mean, you're pretty in shape, China. I'm just saying, like, you lift weights. You know, you're supposed to be our muscle here. Like, you know, come on. You got it. So the question is asked though. Who are the world's wealthiest manga creators? And we got the details right here. Now, Vivo, would you care to do the honors here on this?
Sure. So the way that they calculated this was that basically for every generally manga artists are paid about, what is it? Their going rate generally is 88, about $88 per page. But for those manga artists that are super, super popular and well known, their rate of return could be double that. And so what they did was, and then looking at the average royalty is usually 10% of whatever volumes are sold. So, and I feel like they say $4, a $4 volume, in Japan would bring 40 cents to its creator. I can only imagine how much that would be in the US, because I can't remember a time that I've ever paid $4 for a manga. Usually it's like $10+. So
Absolutely.
I
I wish
really
I had
feel
a
like these numbers should be higher than what they're saying, but this is just an example. So if they, somebody buys a $4 volume in Japan, that's 40 cents to its creators. And so for those super, super popular creators that have sold, millions of copies, then it's
yeah.
basically cha-ching, money in the bank.
Look here. So Air Gear. This is what I have. Air Gear, right? But this is like
I'm so glad that you have Air Gear. Okay, sorry.
yeah. Wait. You an Air Gear fan? Did I know this? Did I know
I feel
this?
like when we were like doing top openings, the first
Okay.
one I chose was the opening for Air Gear, and I still think that it's the top tier opening.
Of course, man. My goal is to have every single volume of this and put it on the shelf, because we've been robbed. Because the anime is fire, but once the anime ended, it didn't go further, and also it missed a lot of key characters. So in the manga, you get to know about tuners, you get to know about more about the regalia and everything else in between, and people who actually die. So, but this right here was 1999. Yeah, 1999.
So they're making bank.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this, man. So to scale this 1 million copies of manga volume, so we earned 327 grand. And obviously, Oda is in first place. Oda has earned over 206 million.
That was no bar. Listen.
He's number one. He is number one.
Honestly, I feel like it's more than, well, this is just based on royalty pay alone.
Yeah.
And it says that it's not accounting for like other, but he's making so much bank. Like One Piece is everywhere.
Stupid money, man. Like yo, when I say it's on billboards in Vegas, it's like on billboards in New York. I saw a few One Piece
Had it on the Sphere.
Yeah.
In Vegas.
I was like, what?
Gear 5.
I was like, come on, man. Go on, man. Hey, listen, y'all know what to do, because I'm looking, I'm peeping. I know y'all out here enjoying the show. Hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that like button, because I know you enjoy the show. Hit that like button. But yeah, so looking at this, Oda got 206 million. That's not counting the movies and stuff. So one of the Christmas gifts I was going to get, my stepkid, is that he reads One Piece, but he doesn't really watch One Piece like that. So I'll try to encourage him to read. So those treasure chests, they got the volumes 1 through like 50, and it's in this big box, this One Piece box. Yeah, I did see one in a comic book store, Heroes and Dragons. So I probably will get that. So I just got to make sure it's not for me.
You like cooking too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So my sister and her boyfriend for Christmas got me a One Piece cookbook. So it's basically all of Sanji's recipes.
Oh. Wait. You talking about the Sanji cookbook? The Sanji cookbook, right?
Yep.
I want that book though. I think I peeped in it just a little bit. I have the Street Fighter cookbook, like what would each character eat or what their specialty is, and I want to say Ryu was like rice balls or something like that, and it's like each dish. I do have that cookbook. I don't have it like near me right now, but I think next week I'll show it to you guys. But yeah, so Oda is number 1. Now Doraemon is tied with Takayo Saito. Now, if you're familiar with Go-Go 13, Go-Go 13 is a stone cold killer. Like, as far as hitman jobs, if you are on Go-Go 13's list, it's done for you. It's over. It's guaranteed.
When did that come out?
Ooh, man.
Let me look. Golga 13.
And this is like a misspelling too. So it's Go-Go 13. So it's like Golgo.
Well, it came out in the 80s.
Yes. And it's really good. It's really good.
Wait. It was published in 1968.
Yeah, published in 1968.
Then in 83, it was adapted into an animated action film.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, you look at Toriyama. Toriyama brings up Dragon Ball, 260 million copies sold. Other times like Dr. Slump is Sandland. But Sandland is an anime on Hulu if you want to check that out. I think it's on Crunchyroll too, if I'm not mistaken. So, but
oh, go ahead.
Oh, what you about to say? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you look, I mean, do you have the list, the list of people, authors?
Ooh, let me see. I see if I can pull this list up. Let's see here. Give me one quick second. So the list is Oda, Fujio, Takayo Saito, Goku 13, Akira Toriyama, which I felt like he would have been higher than that.
I felt that too.
And Masashi Kishimoto is number 7, Takahiko Inoue is number 6, Gosho Oyama is number 5, Rumiko Takahashi is number 8, and Mitsuru Adachi.
He was responsible for Inuyasha and Ranma 1.5,
which is on Netflix, by the way. Shameless plug. This is funny. Like Araki, man. I would think Araki would be in the top 10 with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and the stuff that he been dropping. I mean, that's crazy. But I will say though, on Hulu, there is an anime called Bakuman. And before how it is right now, like as far as like as an artist, before like webtoons and it's a little bit easier. It's an anime about making manga, and it's about these two friends that would actually met each other and they became friends. One was really good at telling a story but couldn't draw, and the other was really good at drawing but not writing stories. So they complemented each other, and it's really ultimately a love story. But because he said, "Listen, when I make a successful manga, when it gets serialized, get an anime and all that stuff, I'm going to marry you." That kind of thing. So him and his now best friend, you see all the rigors that they go through as a manga creator. Like they made a couple things that made it to the next step and it got canceled. Then they had like a little run, got canceled. One of them got sick, got sent to the hospital because he's basically overexerting himself. All that stuff is realistic. I think a manga artist, especially from yesteryear, they have the most difficult time health-wise. Tagashi, prime example. Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho. This man was drawing on his back, like laying on his back, just like I can't move right now, but I'm gonna get this thing done. It's crazy for a little bit of change, which is wild. But your boy Oda's number 1 though.
Yeah, and so number 10 is Osamu Tezuka, who he passed away in 1989, and he's still in top 10 wealthiest manga creators, and they attribute him as being like he's basically the Japanese equivalent of Walt Disney. They call him like the grandfather of anime. He was responsible for Kimba the White Lion, Astro Boy. What else did he do? Blackjack.
Yes. Oh, which is good. Blackjack Hands of God. Yes, that's a good one.
But it's crazy though because it is 2024 and this man passed away in 1989 and he's still top 10.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan Cohen says definition of locked in. This man is making bank beyond the grave. He's like, listen, y'all ain't taking this spot from me.
Yep.
Matter of fact, Osamu, the one that you talked about, there is an anime on Netflix, and I did watch it. And it was masterful work. Like,
What was it called? He did
Uh,
Dororo too.
did he? He did Dororo?
Mhm.
Okay.
The original.
I think Osamu did Monster, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he do Monster?
I want to say he did Monster. I got to double check to make sure. And if you know in the comments, let us know that Osamu did Monster. I want to say
he did Unico too. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I loved Unico when I was a kid. It scared the absolute crap out of me. Like when it got to that one part where it was like the screaming creature horse thing that was chasing Unico. You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? It used to scare the absolute crap out of me, but I loved Unico.
Pluto. I did watch Pluto.
Oh, is that on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's the one about the kid who is it an alien? Oh no, it's a demon, right?
No. So it gives you the origins of Astro Boy, but it's not just about Astro Boy. It's other robots, and these robots are mysteriously dying. Like each, so you're trying to basically
the detective one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In a way, yeah, that's basically what that is. So, no. Monster wasn't written by Osamu, but Naoki Urasawa. And I got to double check. I had to fact check myself. Yeah, Naoki Urasawa. He did Monster, but yeah, Osamu is definitely the Walt Disney. There's no qualms about that. Absolutely no qualms about that.
Walt Disney is probably still one of the top paid American animators, like ever.
And I have a love-hate relationship with Disney too. So like with X-Men '97 season 2 is not going to be the season 2 that was being advertised because of the previous writer Bo DeMaio and whatever his allegations are. And it's like, nah, whatever you wrote for season 2, we're gonna scrap all that. We're gonna start over.
Well, if you haven't finished watching Twilight of the Gods, you should really continue watching that because Zack Snyder was like Marvel's Disney version of Thor and all these other Norse gods. Like I watched that, I was like, I forgot that Thor was actually like this, and
yes,
from his like this is what Thor is actually like. It's not lovable Chris Hemsworth. Like Thor is
he has a very short temper. If Thor shows up on the scene on site, and that's what happens on site, he don't ask no questions. And you know what's funny about it is that as a kid, I used to be enamored with Norse mythology. I used to love Norse mythology mainly because of Thor, for the Marvel comics, and then my mom had books all over the place. Yeah, and so Cohen said I had to look up Thor lore myself, and the MF is insane, absolutely insane, absolutely. And he said Marvel does him no justice. You know what's funny about that? I think they had to market it a different way because I don't think there was no other way to put Thor out there. But
just the fact that he's like a Marvel hero, though, I was like, in real life, he would be the problem. Like him and Loki hate each other, and both of them would be the problem.
There was a Redbeard Thor in Marvel. There was a lore accurate Thor in Marvel, and I'm gonna have to research that. But yeah, I had a Thor history book when I was a kid, like history comic, and they talk about the different versions of Thor, and one of them was red beard, red hair, the strength belt, the tighter he got, the stronger he got, stuff like that. It was pretty much the lore accurate. The thing about it though, like when I read about Thor is not the sharpest tool in the shed. He just not. Like Loki outsmarted this man. I don't know how many times. I mean, his wife is Sif, and Loki shaved her hair bald. Like she said, like he snuck in the room and shaved all that shit off just because he thought it was funny. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
And I know Odin was like, Loki, you got to make this right. Go get here for Sif and go ahead and appease Thor. So I think Loki went to go see some elves and like, hey, that's how he got the hammer. He said, listen, and Loki is a trickster. So he told the elves, hey, listen, I bet you can't make a weapon that's strong enough to kill a giant or something like that. I'm paraphrasing. He said, if you're able to do this, you can cut my head off. But the caveat to that is you can't harm anything else on my body in the process. So they make this hammer and it was like, yo, let's take your head. He was like, well, how you gonna take my head if you gotta touch my neck? Like that's another part of my body.
Oh my god.
And the elves was like, they
probably like,
yes. Like,
they were like, god damn it.
Yep, they couldn't do anything because a deal's a deal. They shook on it, right? And you know, elf's word is an elf's word. So, dwarf rather. And it was like, okay, well, we can't renege on this. Like, he got us. I'm pissed about it. I would like to kill him, but it's whatever. But now we had a part of our show where we go through a certain list. So this is duos according to Screen Rant, the 10 most iconic anime duos, ladies and gentlemen. So let's start with
anime duos.
Yeah, let's start with number 10, Saitama and Genos. How do you feel about this being on the list?
I guess.
You don't think they should be on this list?
I mean, if we're talking that, yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'm like trying to rack my brain. Well, I already know that there has to be certain other duos on here.
Yeah.
But then I'm also trying to rack my brain for like, well, if they're not on here, who else? Who would replace them?
Oh, okay. I gotta think. Let's see what's on the rest of this list first before.
That we'll circle back and be like, okay, these are the ones we think should not be on this list. But for now, okay, understand.
Yeah. Okay, and it's probably one of the recent memory. Now this is according to Screen Rant. This ain't according to us. It is according to Screen Rant. Let me clarify that. The next one is Bond and Meliodas.
I can see that.
You can see that?
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. I would say they would be in the top 10. Like, I mean, they were brothers. They are brothers. I mean, when Bond was like my favorite character in Seven Deadly Sins, but since the animation,
everybody's way of greeting him is to kill him.
Yes, absolutely. Because they're like, he's not going to die. It's whatever. He'll come back. So Bond and Meliodas is number 9. So I do think they do belong on this list. So let's see what's else. So number 8. Now
Dororo and Hyakumaru.
Hyakumaru,
yeah. Hyakumaru a girl, and don't they like start a relationship later? Like, don't they? Doesn't he come back to her when she's grown up?
I think so, and I would not be surprised. It's been so long since I've seen this. Dororo, I gotta go back and check this out, but
it's good. I just remember it being really good.
Animation was gorgeous. I do remember that part. I do remember that. So I would say they do become best friends, though.
I would say they would also be in the same category as like Saitama and Genos. Like, we're gonna table them being on the list.
Okay. And we're going to number 7, which is Luffy and Zoro. Absolutely, man. Like this is the true definition of a duo right here. This Zoro took on Pain unimaginable pain.
I just love in the early seasons of One Piece, like every time Luffy would go to retrieve Zoro, it always resulted in Zoro getting yeeted across the. It got to the point where it would happen and he would be like, ah, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, every single time. And the fact that they were day ones, like the first episode, day one, and this Zoro is the one that's, that pretty much started the crew. Like he was the start of the crew.
I would also argue that Zoro and Sanji would probably should be on the list.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though they butt heads a lot, when it comes down to handling business, they handle business. So absolutely. So yeah, they do belong in this list. Number 7. Now, number 6 is Light and L. Absolutely not.
I would say you would say no.
Because okay.
I would say they do, even though I didn't watch Death Note all the way through, but their opposition is iconic for sure.
And see, that's the reason why I say maybe not on the list, because they were enemies and they were never side by side. There was never a dynamic duo like to tackle on things.
Yeah, I could understand that argument. Like they never even.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I don't think there was ever a time where they like reached an accord, like kind of like Goku and Vegeta.
Exactly. When you look at L, like the way he was figuring things out, and then I'm like, okay. I don't know, man. Especially this high on the list, especially higher than Luffy and Zoro. I was like, I don't know about this screen rant. I think you look now. This duo,
yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Edward and Alphonse, brothers to the end. I feel like Edward and Alphonse relationship is kind of like how me and my older brother's relationship is. And because throughout this whole story was based off of Ed trying to make things right for Alphonse because of what Ed did, Alphonse don't have a body, and he go through hell and back to make sure his little brother has a human body. So, absolutely, especially in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is better than the original Full Metal Alchemist, but.
Agreed.
It's you know what? There's some legit people that think the original Full Metal Alchemist is better than Brotherhood.
But Brotherhood is more manga accurate.
Absolutely.
Whereas like the original Full Metal was basically like, we're gonna just kind of take some liberties here and there.
Yeah. Now, Conqueror of Shambhala, I really did like Conqueror of Shambhala. I really did love that movie. Especially where they were studying science and rocketry and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, I can dig that part. I can dig that. All that science stuff. I got to go back and watch Dr. Stone. I haven't finished it yet. I'll get back to it. I got to get back to it. Next one is obviously Goku and Vegeta.
Be on it for sure.
For sure, man. Like, started off as enemies, then they end up being rivals, and they still are rivals, but they're on the same side. Vegeta's more of a family man. Goku.
I would argue that they're actually like best friends, but
I think so. I believe that. Yeah, I absolutely think that.
Goku continually stresses Vegeta out, but Vegeta tolerates it. Like, they're basically best friends.
Yeah. Like Vegeta calls Goku an idiot all the time.
It becomes endearing at that point, and Goku responds to it.
Yeah. He does it so lackadaisical, and it pisses Vegeta off to high heaven. And just like when I saw a scene on TikTok where Vegeta took out Captain Ginyu, like finally ended the Ginyu Force as an entirety, and Goku's like, you didn't have to do that, Vegeta. Vegeta's like, are you freaking kidding me right now? This dude is a threat. He switched bodies. Like
I send you? There was like somebody made a Cliff Notes version of like was it Super, and like Vegeta and Goku were gonna do the fusion. Well, Vegeta didn't want to, and he was like, because I have no control, you do stupid shit.
Yeah.
And so finally, Goku talks them into doing it, and so they do it, and then end up like, and Vegeta was like, only if you kill him, so he doesn't create problems in the future. Goku's like, okay, and then they actually have the fight, and then let Frieza get away, and you can hear Vegeta's voice because they're fused. He's like,
Yep.
it was rich. It was so funny. If I didn't send it to you, I'm gonna find it and send it to you because it was hilarious.
Ooh, I got a better duo already for number 10.
Ooh.
I got a better one already for number 10. But let's see what the other ones say. Naruto and Sasuke. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Like, especially in the original series, you know, outside of Shippuden, because in Shippuden, they spent most of their time like separated from each other, doing their own thing and sort of kind of doing their own thing, but then eventually getting back together and, you know, but Naruto, especially the first few episodes, I saw that relationship like flourish and that friendship, that brotherhood. And Ryan says Goku is a pacifist and a brawler at the same time. Yeah, that's basically what he is. I think one of the funniest moments with Goku and Vegeta, well, actually Goku and Goten, is when Goku was talking to Chi-Chi and him and Goten was sneaking out the house, and then Chi-Chi was spazzing out, and you saw that like father-son moment between them, like they were laughing with each other, like, you know, mom's tripping right now, but we about to fly off and go do something. But yeah, Naruto and Sasuke for sure. That is number 3. Number 2, absolutely, Ash Ketchum and Pikachu.
I remember those early episodes where Pikachu was like, no. Ash would tell him to do something, he just looked at him, and then he would electrocute him and do whatever it is he wanted to do.
Yeah. It's all cute and cuddly until you get electrocuted.
Yeah, but then it got to the point where, like, later in the series, like much later, like when they would sleep together and Pikachu would wake up and he would try to get Ash up and he would end up resorting to electrocuting him, and Ash would still sleep through that.
Yeah.
That's how you know Ash has built up a tower.
Yes, absolutely. This man tried to throw hands with Mewtwo, all right? Like, try to engage in fisticuffs with the Pokemon over Pikachu. Look, like, you know what kind of, like, man you got to be? I feel like this dude got hands for real, though. Like, fighting a human, I feel like he really do got hands. It's like you said, him getting electrocuted in the middle of the night because Pikachu trying to wake him up and he doesn't wake up after getting electrocuted. It's like, cool. My only thing is,
people have said that Ash is stupid strong, because if you watch like the series and like the different Pokemon that he catches or holds, and then if you look at their Pokemon data and like how much they weigh in kilos, they're like,
yeah,
that Pokemon weighs like 200 pounds and he's just carrying it above his head like it's nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ash, now number 1, man. Who you think number 1 is?
Number 1, let me think. So we've done, let's see, Vegeta, Goku. We did Ash and Pikachu. We did Naruto and Sasuke. I'm blanking. I don't know who number 1 could be.
Number 1 is
okay. Yep. I don't know if I would put them at number 1 though.
What? Really?
I don't know if I would put them at number 1.
As an iconic anime duo.
I would put Vegeta and Goku as number 1. Honestly.
Yeah. I can see that argument there. But okay. When Gon and Killer first met, there was no strife. Like, they immediately became friends. This dude had a heart in a brown paper bag.
Gon was on the sideline like, you won. I'm like, bro, he just ripped the old boy's heart out.
Right. It's literally right here, and it's like beating. It's like, yo, what is happening? So I was like, from that point on, man, like the way they stick up for each other and they go on adventures together, it's like you felt that friendship throughout that. They dealt with loss, Magone did. And Magone went to the assassination side because he didn't care about saving a little girl. He just wanted Kite to be saved. Killer knew what that looked like. He was like, all right, I'm gonna leave you alone. And Ryan says not his number one. So
I would maybe put them. So what about, honestly, it should have been Goku. Well, Goku and Vegeta. Where is Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask on this list?
hold on. Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask.
Yes.
You know what? To replace that number 10, yes, I will put Sailor Moon.
They're higher than that. I would not put them at number 10.
Here's why I will put them at number 10.
Why? Okay.
Sailor Moon is in trouble. She getting her ass handed to us. Then a rose comes out of nowhere. And this man shows up, cape flapping, got the mask on. They play that iconic music. And he throw that rose down and he said, "You could do it, Sailor Scouts." And next thing you know it,
not okay, not there, like Serena, and what was his name? Is it Mamoru? I can't remember his name. No, like his regular persona.
Oh,
like his
regular
actual,
persona.
like his reincarnate. I should know this.
"You could do it, Sailor Scouts. Huzzah!" And he's out of there.
You didn't say this.
He is out of there.
Tuxedo Mask. Mamoru. Chiba.
Man, yeah. I mean, they are married, so they are partners. You know, I mean, they did have a kid. And all
Listen. Like, if you were to show this to the Sailor Moon fandom right now, this list, they would be foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, there would be. There would be.
They would be foaming at absolutely
frothy. Oh,
and
my
also,
God.
who else could be on here? Dang, Hiro Yui and the Wing Gundam. Shoot.
As a duo?
If they could put Ash and Pikachu on here, they could put Hiro and the Wing Gundam.
That's true, because he does talk to it. It been instances where he did talk to the Gundam. You know, I mean, the Gundam didn't speak, but you know, he'll talk to it like, "Oh, where two wings?" Now, when Wing Zero pull up, let's just say that Hiro and Wing Zero, because I feel like Wing Zero like gives him visions and stuff like that. So, he was able to manage it.
What about Maka and Soul? Like,
yes, number 10 for sure. Yes, or Death the Kid and Patty. And actually all those duos. Yeah, Maka
and Patty.
Yeah, Liz and Patty. So Maka for sure. That is a duo. Yes, that's a duo for sure. I mean, what about Sailor Moon and Sailor Venus though? Would they be a better?
Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus.
True. Oh, A Champion says Shinji and Asuka. I was looking for an old school anime. That's what I was looking. That's it right there. Shinji and yes, absolutely. It was on the tip of my tongue. I was like, what old school anime? Old school anime that has an iconic duo. And I was like, that's it right there.
Vash and Wolfwood.
Yes.
Alucard and Saris Victoria.
Rayleigh and Roger.
Yep.
You know, we haven't seen that. Giorno and Bucciarati from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Matter of fact, no. The Zappellis and any of the JoJo's, because it was always like this. even though the Zappellis was taking that L though. but still yet though. Ooh, Ooh, Ryan Coyle. See that?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yo. Zazmil and Kiyu Takumi. Well, yeah, that's it right there. That's what it is. Now, Baruto. Ain't know about that. Ooh, now New School Power and Denji.
That was one I was thinking of too. Yeah.
Well, hell, Tanjiro and Nezuko. I mean, sister always look out for him, even though Inosuke is my favorite one, though. Like, still the funniest moment to me.
The strong mice when he had bring me my sword, and then like the muscle mice.
So they're like,
and they were dressed like him too.
And Inosuke was like,
his followers, his disciples.
Oh, now, my favorite scene of Demon Slayer though was when Tanjiro was healing, and he was just in the bed, and the girls was like, where's Inosuke? And it was like, oh, he's on the ceiling. Like, what you mean? And you see Inosuke like on the ceiling, like this, looking down.
And then he was like, yeah.
He started calling him a wrong name, Tanjipiro.
Oh my gosh. I love their relationship because people, like, you can tell there have been times where he's actually remembered what Tanjiro's name is, but like as the series goes on, like how he uses Tanjiro for reassurance. Yeah. Like you'll see him like just touching his shoulders or holding on to his cloak or whatever. It's so cute.
That one right there, A champion, Revy and Rock. Like, you've seen Black Lagoon before, right?
Not all the way through.
Whoa! Oh, come on.
Oh, I got one.
What's that?
Ryoko and Ryo-Oki.
That's it right there. Okay. I ain't gonna hunt now. Ryoko was definitely waifu for sure. I would definitely say that. She was waifu for sure. Like I was pro Ryoko, and I'm trying to find a good picture of Revy, because there's a scene with Black Lagoon where Revy and Rock was sharing a cigarette, and they actually each of them had a cigarette, and they kind of like lit each other up like that. And wow, though, Ryoko and Ryoki. That's it right there. I like that. Jesse and James, Pokemon.
Yes.
Team Rocket. Let's see what else. I'm trying to think.
What about? Well, they're not really a duo. They're more like a quartet. Yusuke, Hiei, Kurama, Kuwabara.
Yeah, now that's the best squad right there. That is the best squad. And I mean, because they was riding for each other, and everybody had their own part to play, and nobody was really truly the weak link. Even though they tried to make Kuwabara the weak link, he was still needed to break the Kakai barrier and all the other stuff. So, Kamina and Simone from Gurren Lagann. Even though I was saddened, when Kamina asked to that, I was not happy about that. I was not happy about that.
There's so many iconic duos out there. Like, wait,
better than L and Light.
We can go back to Full Metal, Hohenheim and the Flask.
Oh man, Hohenheim and the Flask.
Wait, no, they're not necessarily. Oh, Roy and Rika. Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Let's take Hawkeye.
Yeah, because I remember when Hawkeye was like standing behind Roy, as he was like, stay behind me. Do not move. Okay. Ooh, Puck and Guts from Berserk. It was so many better duos out there besides L and Light and whatever the number 10 was. Oh yeah. Saitama and Genos. I feel like there was a better one.
I heard that they were making it's not a remake. I think it's a continuation.
Yeah.
Of Berserk.
Yeah, they are. They are.
So there's Egg of the King, and then there was another remake, right? After that.
So, anime wise, it may be slightly confusing because the series came out first, right? You know, TV wise, we all know the manga came out first, but the series came out first, and it was like an older style anime. And then, which I love hand drawn. We already established that. Then they had like the 3 movies, which basically was the same thing that the older series was telling, but it told it in a better way. And then you had
I just thought of another one. Sorry, I thought of another one.
Oh, that's diabolical, A champion. That is diabolical.
What did he say?
Griffith and Casca. It's diabolical work. That is diabolical work right there. Diabolical.
I have another one. I have another nomination too.
What
Sebastian and Seal.
Wait a minute. Refresh my memory.
Black Butler.
See. Okay. I haven't watched Black Butler like that. I haven't really watched Black Butler like that. But I know it's good. I think there was a situation where is it like the butler like demonic or something like that?
Mm.
Okay. I think somebody did something wrong and then they got locked in this room and then these red lights start showing up and because the young master got attacked or got kidnapped or something like that. And it was like, yeah, we about to go to work right now.
It's good, and I think they continued it. Like, I think there's new seasons.
Mm-hmm.
There is a new season. Yeah, there is like a new season out, so I have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, man, there's a bunch of iconic duos, but guys, Saitama and Genos definitely got replaced. L and Light definitely got replaced. You said Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask.
Or Serena Mamoru. Yeah.
So I think, yeah.
It could be Miyaka and Tamahome if we really want to go way back too.
And looking at like
From
some of the
Fushigi.
comments here though, I really do love the Shinji and Asuka one, and I really do love the Zatch Bell and Kill. See, not many people know about that Zatch Bell though. But that Revy and Rock, that right there, they complement each other so well. I think that's why I gravitate to the anime because Revy.
What about Metabots?
Ooh.
Oh, well.
Wow.
We were like,
wow.
or even what's his face, Tai and Agumon.
Oh, from Digimon.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I got a question. Before we get out of here, what is better?
Digimon. You're welcome.
Okay. All right. You know, hey, trying to see where you at. Trying to see where you at with it. Well, that is our show for today, ladies and gentlemen. Do you have anything else for the listeners out there? Now, you already know what to do. Hit that like button.
You can subscribe.
Yes, hit that subscribe button too. If you're a newcomer, and every Thursday, we do have these shows. This is a special start time. So typically, we always go at 7 p.m. Eastern time instead of 8:30. So this is just a special start time. But Wednesdays at 7 p.m., it'd be me and the infamous Alvin Staley, or just myself, where we talk about pro wrestling news. And then Thursdays is me, Vivo, and Boogie in his absence. We talk about nerd news and everything else. Now, throughout the week, I do post videos about different comic book stories. I got Absolute Wonder Woman #1 and talked about Sentinels #1 this week. And there's 2 more comics getting talked about next week as well. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and go ahead and share it with your like-minded friends. And you got anything else for the listeners out there? I know I asked this already, but
no, thanks for tuning in tonight.
Yeah, because I love the feedback, man. Because that Casca Griffith with that's diabolical work right there. That's evil. that's evil.
Well, Anyways, I'm not gonna.
I know. I already know, man. So until next time, y'all. Peace.
Deuces.